Okay, we are live. Hello, folks. I am Karuppiah, and in today's stream or video, we're going to talk about Spring Boot. So, in this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with Spring Boot. So, what is Spring Boot to start with? Right? It's a web framework, and it's in Java. And you can actually write a microservice, or you can call it as a HTTP API using Spring Boot. So probably if I get started with some hands-on, you will understand what's going on. So for a quick start on Spring Boot, you can actually go to the Spring website, and click on Quick Start. So it will mention something about a service called start.spring.io. So if you go to start.spring.io, you'll notice a lot of options. So what this helps is to bootstrap a Spring Boot project. So you can actually choose some options and click generate, and it will bootstrap a project for you, and then you can get started with it. So I am going to choose a Gradle project because I want to use the Gradle build tool, and my language is going to be Java. And for the Spring Boot version, I'm going to choose the default 2.3.3. The others are actually pre-releases, M2 snapshots. And for the group, I'm going to say, no, this is my GitHub link. So I'm just going to put that, and I'm going to say example project and demo project and package name, and I'm going to use the latest Java. And I can say, okay, so there's something to explore. So this is how it's going to look. So you can see that your build.gradle will have these stuff, and source code will have this, right? And so you can see how it will look like over here. So I'll close this, and you can actually add some dependencies. So since I want to create a web API, I'm just going to say Spring Web over here. So build RESTful APIs using MVC. So I'll click that and explore, and you can see how it added some stuff over here. So if you remove this and explore, there is no web over here. Close this and add the web, and you can notice how the web is added over here, and I'm just gonna generate it. Oops, choose 2.4, need 2.3. Okay, so I have an example project over here. So let's go to my terminal and type example project, oh not CD, example project. Okay, I have this one, so I'm just gonna unzip this and go inside example project. So I am going to open this using IntelliJ software. Okay, so this is going to take some time to build, and in the meantime I can also show you that so this is one way to bootstrap a Spring Boot project and get started very quickly. So you don't have to manually do some stuff. Spring Boot is helping you bootstrap your project very easily. So this is the graphical user interface way, GUI way. There is a way to do it. Do all this in the command line too. So I'm using macOS. So in macOS you can use homebrew. So you can use homebrew on macOS and on Linux too, and install Spring Boot command line interface tool. CLI tool. So I did this. Let me get this here. So I did brew tap pivotal tap, and then I did brew install springboot, and you'll get your spring CLI like this. And you can actually check more about the spring CLI in their documentation. I'll put a link for this in the description, so you can see how to install the CLI and also how to get started. Um, so it will look something like this. So you'll actually put, say example project, and so it will look like spring init, initialize a project, and Java version 14, dependencies web, and then the type of the project is a gradle project and example project. So all of the options that you have here can be used here. So some of them are defaults, so you don't have to do anything for that, and some of them are not, so you accordingly can set stuff. So if you do that, it will use this service and create the project for you. So there is another example project similar to this, the one we created through the web. It's all using the same service, so it's not really much different. And so now we have our project over here, and since I'm using IntelliJ, I have also integrated it using plugins. So in my case, I actually can just run this, and so it's going to build, and yep, so it's running the RESTful API over here now, and it's running in my localhost, yep, and it's running at port 8080. So if I just go here, I'll just this one and type localhost 8080, you can see how there is a service running, and so I didn't define any endpoint, so it says slash path is not present. So yeah, and this is not the only way to run it. It's you don't really need an IDE to do this. You can also run it using Gradle. So since we have Gradle over here, you can actually do gradelw, and you can actually check out all the tasks in Gradle. So here there's a task called bootRun. Oh yeah, this one. So it says runs this project as a Spring Boot application. So you can just do bootRun, and it is going to build and run your project. So that is your RESTful API using Spring Boot. And the other way to do it would be to create a jar file. So you can do gradelw bootJar, and it will create a jar file inside your build directory called this, and you can do java-jar and this, and it will run your service. Your RESTful API is running, and you can do a curl localhost 8080, and yep. So since I didn't define any APIs, it's just going to say 404. Yep. So that's a very easy way to get started with Spring Boot using start.spring.io, and you can notice the same in the Spring website. And but here they use Maven. I use Grid. Yep. And there is also a way to actually put some code. Probably I can show you that. So they are actually putting an API over here called hello, and let me import this. let me import this, and let's actually recreate the jar and run the jar again and do a curl and say hello. Oops, it's called hello. Maybe I'm not doing this right. Just slash hello. Let's see. Nope. So let's clean and do a bootjar and do this. Localhost 8080. Hello. Okay. Not sure what's going on here. Seem to be on the right project here, but source code name Java / hello. Let me do one thing. Let me run it from here and hello, and it runs. Nope. Oh, I think I found a different. Oops, sorry. I didn't put this thing called rest controller. Yeah, now it should work. And then stop this and do a bootjar here and do a Java jar here and local. Yep. So that's your hello world, and you can also do something like hello Karuppiah. Yep. So that was getting started with Spring Boot, and yep, that's all I had for today. Thank you.